All right, joined now by Matt Minister, the Reverend, winning caddy for Patrick Cantlay over the weekend at the BMW. Congrats, my man.
Thanks, John.
Dude, I picked you on the caddy line. We had you
Saw
on
that.
location. We got the Under the Strap podcast with you dropping today. I've done all I can do.
Anytime I can talk to you, apparently it's a good thing for me. So let's talk later this week also if you want.
Sounds good. I'll catch you on Monday. You guys were the first, Patrick was the first guy to successfully defend a FedEx Cup playoff event in 16 years. We talked last Wednesday, like I mentioned. You kind of said our year's been solid, but it won't be a success unless we win. How satisfying does it feel to get that W after all those close calls?
I tell you, fun is the word that I want to use. The heartbreak when you get so close and you want to win so badly and then you don't. It's happened to Patrick quite a few times this year. So the fact that, got a great break, hit an incredible shot, hit an incredible putt, and that feeling to actually win, it makes up and cancels all those other close calls in my mind.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned that break, and I think you're referring to 17. Talk to me about that. I mean, could you see the bounce you got off the tee?
At my age, no. 310 yards away. The club was pulled to make the second shot easier. Could have laid back short of the bunkers, harder second shot, easier first shot. Mm-hmm. We went the second way. Patrick said he saw it bounce, and I told him, I said, that means it landed in between the bunkers. He and I both assumed it was in the second one. So, Maltby was up there telling us, what happened and, just rubbing it in, what an incredible break it was. But, he capitalized on it. So, it wasn't just a good break. It turned into what we exactly needed.
And that was my follow-up, and it did look like the course kind of got very firm as the week went on, and so you got kind of an open championship bounce. But just tell me about that mentality, because not every player is going to take that break and turn it into, what they needed. I guess just talk about the mentality of your guy or just doing that in general.
I would assume, and I'm obviously trying to speak for Patrick, but I would assume that because we ended up where we would have been if the ball had been 5 yards left and landed in the fairway, the ball actually probably would have even been closer to the green or a similar distance. So ultimately, the result was what we wanted. And so you're just right. He clicks back so fast into, this is where I was supposed to be. Now I'm going to do what I was supposed to do. Yeah, and that's one of his strong traits.
Yeah. Was there anything that you said during the week or on Sunday that you're particularly proud of saying or doing, or maybe not saying that maybe made a difference?
Nothing that comes to mind. I thought our conversations throughout the week were the same, which I think that's the way he likes to work and the way that we work together. That same it's the same mantra, and everything you're doing, the same cadence and all that sort of stuff is kind of what makes us click, I think, most of the time.
Well, you guys played with your good buddies, Xander and Austin, all 4 days, which was, maybe another record there. I mean, how cool was that? And did it have an impact on the outcome, maybe? Tell me about the exchange with them all on 18 green. It looked like it was a pretty fun conversation.
Xander is one of the most gracious people, and so is Austin. So, they're generally happy for us that we won. We played with them in the final round at Travelers when Xander won. Patrick didn't have a very good day. So it was interesting to be on the other side of that handshake, getting the trophy instead of, having the other guy. They're such good friends. It was, everything they do is heartfelt.
Yeah. Well, hey, congrats again. I would imagine you'd run into those two at another point this week, maybe get paired with them again. Good luck this week in the grand finale.
Thanks, John.